Good morning, everyone. It's Gal. We're playing some more FF6 T-Edition. And today we're hunting for Doom Gaze. Death Gaze. If you're not familiar, this is a boss fight. We've run into a couple times already here. He randomly shows up as you're flying your airship around. And the cool part with him is that every time you fight him, his HP stays the same from your last encounter. So you might have to fight him several times to kill him? Jeez. He is, of course, targeting down Sabin, who is, you know, the person who I would really like to be hitting with. He's got the, he's got the standard go-to package of Atma weapon with an HP boost. So out of all the characters we've got, he should be doing a good chunk of damage. He ended up getting about 10,000 in. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do multiple instances of this fight. And it does require flying around a bit to try and find him again. So, for context, I was restarting my video every 2 minutes of flying around, which is why the intro, which is probably part of why we found him right away. So we may just be flying around for a bit now. And actually, I should save. So after last video, I did a bit of grinding. I am hopeful that we've got what we need for now. Basically went and got a lot of spells with Aga. I talked to a few of my friends who are also playing. It sounds like I might be a little underleveled for the parts I'm getting to, but if we keep struggling, we'll go get some levels. I feel like we can at least do Death Gaze and possibly a few other things, and with the Moogle Charm, we should be able to sneak into a few areas, as it were, to either fight bosses or collect treasure without having to slog through the caves over and over again. And that does mean we're going to have Mog in our party more often, who is a kind of mediocre. He's in the, like, jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none category that we've run into with several characters. So I'm hopeful that we can do that and get some progress. There we go. Take 2. We're gonna wait and see if it should kill Sabin every time. Yeah. That's more problematic. Let's go Celis, Phoenix, Locke does not have Holy, so we will go Firaga. Death Gaze is weak to Fire and Holy. Uses lots of Ice and Dark attacks. So we're geared up with that in mind. We're gonna wait for this Curaga to go off for Sabin to attack again. Since Atma Weapon scales off of his HP. Locke is not the strongest caster, so we're using him mostly as kind of a healer. Realm has the Memento equipped, so she should be immune to death effects, which is part of why this is going, which is part of why she stays up most of the time. And Sabin has the Hero Shield equipped to prevent as much damage as we can, so that his HP stays high for the Atma attacks. He hasn't run away yet. This is, I think, our 4th or 5th time encountering him. I'm a little surprised at that, but that's okay. Definitely not complaining. If we can actually get through this time. I think he's got like 50k health total. I think we probably did about 20,000 that time. And I know we'd done about maybe 5,000 before, so, and the first fight we did today, probably 10,000. So we've probably got about 15,000 left, would be my guess. Without taking the time to Libra him. So here's a question. Do we want to swap Sabin out for somebody who's a different level? And I think the answer is yes. The level question mark Doom is based on levels. So we know that these level 37 characters aren't getting hit. So maybe we go Edgar instead of Sabin. Not as strong, not as high of HP. Excuse me. But still should be able to hit people with an Atma weapon, which is the goal. And if you can do it without he can do it without dying immediately, then that saves us a couple turns. Is kind of my thought here. Let's swap Locke over to Kieran. And then let's find a spot to save quick. Because yeah, Sabin dying was taking both his turn and Locke's turn. Or Stellus last time. And rather than have that, this feels like a better choice. Like, even if he does a couple hundred less damage, that's theoretically a few thousand damage that we were missing out on. So it would be a lot of attacks worth of missing that would matter. Or before that would matter. There we go. What? I didn't know he could do that. Must be getting to low health if he's getting new attacks. So that's a good sign. Luckily, outside of physical stuff, Realm is pretty strong against him. Unfortunately, he keeps doing physical stuff to Realm. I'm going to go off the assumption that he is at low health. Okay. Apparently, protection from instant death doesn't cover that. I'm going to assume that the 7,000 damage that I did stays, even though we didn't see the flee animation. We'll find out, I guess. So, estimating math, I'm guessing that he's somewhere under 10,000. So rather than bothering with Kieran like I did last time, I'm just casting Vanish on Realm because the physical attacks are what's wrecking her. There we go. Under 10,000 was right. Okay. It dropped something. Obtained Deathgaze Claw. That's different. Is that an actual weapon? Okay, well, we'll check that in a second. There are a couple things that I was told adjust after you take out Deathgaze, and one of the things that I'm pretty confident about is that that gives us the opportunity to go back and visit Sid. So I am excited for that opportunity, because Sid specifically mentioned Deathgaze. Okay. Yeah, it says can be made into something, question mark. So I guess we'll find out. With Deathgaze out of the picture, I was finally able to fix the house. Granddad, how are you? Well, I hope? Oh, Celes, it's good to have you back. I'm quite well now, thanks to you. I'm glad. Oh yes, I have someone I'd like you to meet, Granddad. You're that returner. Ah, I thought I recognized you. We met at the banquet. Yes, thank you for all your help back then. Good to see you again. You're both welcome to stay here tonight. I'll even cook up some delicious fish. Here you are. When I finally woke up after the cataclysm, Granddad and I were the only ones on the island. All of the others had already thrown themselves off of this cliff. Yeah, the old man told me about it. But I'm still alive now, thanks to our friends. Thanks to you. Thank you, Locke. I feel the same way. Protecting the world and keeping you safe, that's my dream now. That's all that matters. After all, how can I call myself a treasure hunter if I don't even have a dream to chase? Treasure hunter. That's just a funny way of saying thief. I brought some of these flowers Cyan made. We need to live life as best we can, not just for ourselves, but for everyone who's gone, too. Oh, that's awesome. Reminiscent of the balcony scene there. So that scene, this entire scene was added in. Thank you, Granddad. We had a wonderful time. And some tasty fish. Nice. This is for you, Celes. Pinar Rouge. Don't get into too much danger. I expect you to come back alive. Auto wall, auto regen. Let's actually take a better look at that, because that sounds really good. Lipstick that can be used by Terracelis Realm. That's really good. +3 to everything. 10 defense, 12 magic defense. We already have a raise, so that's less important, but auto wall, auto regen's really good. one of the things I really like about this hack specifically is the fact that it has done such a great job of it's done such a great job of adding a bit more dynamics to the characters, especially with the relationship between Locke and Celis. Like, that was something that I mentioned in my previous run of FF6, was especially after the World of Ruin, that I wished, like, I love FF6. I love the characters in FF6. But a lot of the characters don't have that. Like, there's not a lot to a lot of the characters, especially the ones you get later in World of Balance. And we've already seen several opportunities here where they've done stuff like add extra dialogue between Celis and Locke, add extra dialogue if you bring certain characters along to certain fights where it would make sense. And I think that's great. I think that's the kind of little upgrades. Like, this game doesn't need a full overhaul. It needs little upgrades and rebalancing. And this is, like, this hack does such a great job of that. So, I think that is going to be a good spot to rest. I guess real quick, just as an overview, since I mentioned it briefly, I did do a bit more of a grind. All of the characters, pretty much all the characters, have the Agas. So, namely, I was trying to make sure everybody had Kiraga, Arrays, Vairaga, Blizzaga, Thundaga. All of the magic users, specifically. I skipped the elemental spells on a few of the characters that don't really have the MP to maintain that, or the magic power for it to be worth it. But I tried to make sure everybody had Arrays and Kiraga, so that they can contribute that if they need to. The other thing I did was I went back down to Solitary Island, and I stole some more X potions and high ethers. X potions, I realized, sell for 18,000 gold. So I stole, I stole some more. I'd used a few, but I realized that I could sell them for that, and so I did. And I ended up using that to go buy a few random items. The Hunting Sword. What was the other one? I think there were a few relics in particular. I need to sell these leather hats from the squirrels. Where was it? It was like reflect rings, feather shoes, stuff like that. Yeah, went up to 3 reflect rings. I bought a second set of feather shoes, another Zephyr cape, stuff like that. Second thief gauntlet. And I have enough that I can sell more if I need to, and 120k gil laying around as well. Oh, that was the other thing. I bought 2 second reincarnation. So yeah. Productive. That is actually a really good relic for any of the female characters. It means that we can very easily have 2 of them with all 3 of those status effects up, which is Shell, Protect, and Regen. Cat Hood gives regen as well. which I think those same characters can equip. So one of them can do Cat Hood and Barrier. One of them can do the Rouge. And that's a pretty solid setup and saves us a turn of having to cast regen, potentially. So yeah, feeling good. I'm not sure what the plan is to do next, but I think I've started making a list. Getting Death Gaze out of the way was my first thing. We have a few treasure chests to go back for. We have a whole list of pub quests to do, which might be on the easier side compared to some of the dungeons we have left. We have Doma Castle, we have the Ancient Castle. Ancient Castle is one that I definitely want to go hit up here now that I have the Moogle Charm. Like, we'll want to do a walkthrough of it, actually getting XP as well. But I'd like to go loot the place first, get all the good stuff out, and then do a second run through where we actually fight things. Probably with Gowan the party. So yeah, we'll see where we go. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. I'll catch you next time.